Hello, good afternoon, or morning, or evening, wherever you're watching from. You're welcome back to Al-Abraar Apple Farm Diary, the YouTube channel where I have been documenting my journey in Wambugu Apple farming in Zaria, northern Nigeria. So today I want to come your way again with an update video, with which I intend to show the stages that the apples are in now, and then also just generally comment on how fruit farming and apple farming specifically in Nigeria can take shape, as well as how we farmers can come together to help ourselves. Perhaps also suggest some ways that the government can come in to assist in boosting food security in this country. So if you remember the last time I posted the video, it was the fact that the apples finally started fruiting after they attained the age of 17 months. And since then, they have just been quietly growing new leaves, and the fruits are getting bigger and bigger. So as you can see, there's a crop of 4 fruits here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And at this stage, see how big they are. And you can already see how they are putting weight on this branch, and the whole branch, I don't know if you can appreciate, the branch is bending downwards already. So I need to come and support this branch that is already bending down under the weight of these 4 apples, set of apple trees. And then incidentally again, what I've just noticed, okay, there are actually 5. I can see another smaller one on this end. What I've noticed in the last few days also again is that some new fruit buds are now coming up and opening. You can see this pinkish, okay, can appreciate another one on this side. So these are fruit buds, I mean flower buds, flower buds that are now coming up on this apple plant whilst it's already fruiting. So what this signifies actually this thing that the Wambugu variety, fruits and flowers at the same time. Unlike some fruits that flower at the same time and then they fruit, and while they are fruiting, they don't flower again until maybe in another fruiting season. Then all of a sudden you have another set of flowers at once and then another set of fruits. So these ones, as a matter of fact, these fruits, you can see this set of fruits are from a recent flower, more recent than the ones that are up here, which were from the first set of flowers. So you can see the difference in the size of the fruit. Okay, and while this crop are here, you can see that some new set of flowers are also cropping up again. Okay, so this fruit needs to be, the plant need to be supported, because the weight of the fruits, even at this stage, can imagine this another crop of 3 apple fruits that are okay, and then there's another smaller one here. So what is happening now is that there are different stages of apples, and at the end of the day they are going to reach maturity within, say, some weeks of each other. So if you harvest this week, after 2 or 3 or 4 weeks you may still have some things to harvest again. So you can see some other branches here and the fruits they are carrying. This one, okay, and then on this one you can see how many fruits it's carrying, and all this is still on one plant. Okay, all this is still on one plant. So on this plant alone, and the average, this is even a crop of One, two, three, four, five, six fruits. A crop of six fruits all on one plant. So eventually it will also pull this plant down in one direction. Okay. And then I also noticed that there are still vegetative growths, shoots that are coming from the bottom of the plant, which are going to add to its bushiness, and subsequently even adds to how much it's this thing. So recently I also noticed that some termites again came and attacked this plant from this place, started building their house there. So I had to quickly move in and apply the anti-termite J-Furan, which I ever showed in one of my videos. Perhaps I'll show you again today. So I mixed it thoroughly with the soil here, and since then I've not seen the sign of those termites again. So termites, they attack every set of apple plant, both young and old, and a farmer just has to be on the lookout and scouting for them. And that is why it's advisable at least one has a not more than 2 weekly visit, but preferably even a weekly visit to your farms, and so that you catch things before they are. This is yet another crop of flower buds. You can see them. These ones here, they are all flowers. You can see the pink buds. The flowers burst out initially as pink, and then they open to become white flowers. So on this other plant, you can also see the stage of the fruit now, and they are just on this small side branch on this main branch, and they're going to really weigh it down by the time they are much more bigger than this. And all this will need to be supported with wooden supports. Okay, so this one also has some fruits at the top here. I don't know if we can appreciate another crop of 3 crops on the top branch there. Then it also has one single one here. It has some crop of 3 on this branch, and that crop of 3. These apples, they grow in crops of 3 to 5 or 6. And this is just a single one. And these ones are crop of 4 on this side and 1 on this side. Okay, so the apples are doing well, and I'm still lining and preparing to now go in a much bigger scale, because that is the essence of this whole. So this other plant, it's not as tall as the other ones, but nonetheless it's the same age with them, and also started fruiting. It has some crops of, I think, 2 or 3. Where are they now? Okay, here, and appreciate these 3 set of apples that are developing. So doesn't seem to have another one. It's doing really well, growing fresh new leaves and doing well. The rains have started here, so we get rains, and sometimes when there's some prolonged dry periods, I still water them. Okay, so on this other tree, these are its own set of fruits, a crop of 3 on this side, and These are just the first set of fruits for these trees. They have not fruited prior to now. So, but still on the average, I think every tree has up to 10 to 20 fruits on it. There's another crop of 3 here, and it's another set of 2 independently here. I think there's no tree that has less than 10 fruits on the first fruiting, and they're all still having new buds, flower buds, and all that. This one also has a flower bud here that is transposed into flower. Yeah, so this is yet another fruit. I think this one has the most fruits of all of them. So you can appreciate 3 fruits here. Then you can appreciate a crop of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. There's another crop of 3 there. And then you have another crop of 3, you know, and you have another crop here. How many fruits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you have another one, crop of 3 again. Okay, so this one has the most fruits of all the trees. I think this one's fruits should be in the region of 20 to 25 fruits on different branches. And this is why the number of branches per tree is quite important, and the more branches you can get your trees to have, the more fruits you can have eventually. So this one has a crop of 3, though this one appears a little kind of deformed or something, an insect ate it. It's not looking very healthy there. So there's another crop of 1 here, just a single one. So they will all need support eventually for the weight of these fruits not to bend them over and break them. It's another crop here. So they are doing well, and what